And welcome again to Pocket Pennant Run Baseball, my 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s favorite teams. And today we have a matchup coming to you from the 1970s. Kurt Berglund with you. Thanks again for your support of my channel. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed today's game. Doing a test run of a Wednesday night game, and so hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you like the nighttime time slot in the comments below. The website for Pocket Pennant Run is in the description for the video. You can check that out there. The two teams, a couple of playoff teams from the very early 1970s. The 1971 Baltimore Orioles, American League champions, famous for having 4 20-game winners on their pitching staff, and lost, of course, to the Pittsburgh Pirates in 7 games in the World Series. The 1972 Tigers are the home team. They were the American League Eastern Division champions in 1972, lost in the American League Championship Series in a full 5-game set to the Oakland A's. This was Billy Martin's team. So we have Earl Weaver and Billy Martin, and of course, they did not particularly enjoy each other's company. So that adds another layer of fun to today's game. The batting orders are as follows. We are not using the DH in today's game. Leading off for the Orioles in left field, it's Don Buford. He is an A batter and a B defender. Paul Blair bats second in center field. He's a B batter and a B defender. Frank Robinson bats third. He's in right field. He's a B batter and a C defender. Boog Powell bats fourth at first base. He is a B batter and an A defender. Brooks Robinson will bat fifth. He's the third baseman for Baltimore today. He is a B batter and an A defender. Davey Johnson bats sixth, plays second base. He is a B batter and an A defender. Andy Etchebarren will bat seventh and do the catching. He's a B batter. I'm sorry, that's not true. Yes, it is true. He's a B batter and a B defender. And last, in batting eighth, it's Mark Belanger. He's a B batter and an A defender at shortstop. And Jim Palmer is on the mound in this opening day game for Baltimore. He is a fatigue of 7. He is an A pitcher with B control, and he is a D defender. For the homestanding Tigers, it's Dick McAuliffe leading off at second base. He is a B batter and a C defender. Al Kaline bats second in right field. He's an A batter and an A defender. Jim Northrup will bat third. He's in center field, a B batter and a C defender. Bill Freehan bats fourth, does the catching. He's a B batter and a B defender. Norm Cash bats fifth. He'll play first base, B batter and A defender. Willie Horton bats sixth, plays left field, C batter and an A defender. Aurelio Rodriguez bats seventh, plays third base, C batter, C defender. And Ed Brinkman will play short, C batter and an A defender. Mickey Lolich is on the mound. The left-hander has a fatigue of 7. He's a B pitcher, A control, and a D defender. Should be a good game. Palmer versus Lolich, Orioles versus Tigers, Weaver versus Martin. Let's get it rolling here today. Buford steps in the batter's box. He's an A batter, a switch hitter, so he won't be affected by Lolich. Mickey pitches. The first one is a control check, and hey, struck him out. Looking, Buford goes down in ugly fashion to get this game going. We are underway. Paul Blair stands in. He is a B batter. Blair, let's see, Lolich, that's a batter outcome. Blair hits it on the ground to Dick McAuliffe, who gloves it and throws to Norm Cash for out number 2. 2 gone in the top of the first, and now it's Frank Robinson. And Robbie, that's a batter outcome. Robbie is a B, And this is going to be chopped on the infield glove by Rodriguez, but he cannot make a play. It's an infield hit for Frank Robinson. 1 on with 2 outs now for Boog Powell. Boog steps to the plate, a lefty-lefty matchup, so he will drop to a C in this at-bat. Batter outcome for Lolich. Powell's a C. That's a power check for Boog Powell. He's an A power, and that's a 4, and that's going to be drilled to the gap in right center, splitting Northrup and K-line. Around second goes Robinson. He's going to take third. Boog helps himself to a 2-out double. There's 2 on with 2 outs now for Brooks Robinson. Chance for Baltimore to take an early lead. Pitch to Brooks Robinson is a batter outcome on Lolich. That's a 9. Robbie is a B. And it's a base hit for Robinson right up the middle. Northrup gloves it. He throws home, but Powell scores. Robinson ahead of him. It's a 2-0 Orioles lead in the top of the first. Earl Weaver clapping in the dugout, very happy to get off to a good start against Billy Martin. Davey Johnson is a B batter. He stands in there now against Lolich. That's a 6. That's a batter result. Johnson is a B. It's hit on the ground to Ed Brinkman, the man that Billy Martin calls his MVP in 1972. Brinkman goes to McAuliffe the short way to retire Baltimore in the first, but the Orioles break out on top with 2 runs on 3 hits, and they leave 1. So we are going to the bottom of the first. It'll be McAuliffe, K-line, and Northrup, lefty, righty, lefty, against Jim Palmer, an A pitcher. Pitch from Palmer is a batter result. McAuliffe is a B. That's hit in the air to center field. Under it is Paul Blair. And he makes the catch for out number 1. K-line up. Hampered a little bit by injury in 1972. Batter result for K-line. And this is, nope, he drops to a B because it's a righty-righty matchup. So he hits it to Boog Powell. Powell gloves it and feeds Palmer covering and retires the man known as Mr. Tiger for the second out in the bottom of the first, and now it's Northrup. Northrup's a B. It's a 10 on Palmer, and a 3 on Northrup is hit on the ground to Mark Belanger. He's up with it and throws to Boog Powell, and it's a 1-2-3 first inning for Jim Palmer and the Orioles, shutting down the Tigers. After 1 complete, it's 2-0 Baltimore. It's Echeverria, Belanger, and Palmer coming up in the bottom or in the top of the second. Lolich delivers to Andy Echeverria, who is a B. And we have a defense check. That's hit to Ed Brinkman. Brinkman's up with it, and his glove is an A. Yes, it's an A. So we check the 10. Brinkman makes the throw to Cash, and there's 1 down in the top of the second. Belanger up now. The Blade, a B batter. The pitch from Lolich is a defense check. Hit to Aurelio Rodriguez. He's up with it. He throws to Cash. It's in the dirt, and Norm can't dig it out. Belanger reaches on the E5. It's a 1-base error on Rodriguez. Now it's Palmer standing in. Jim is a D batter. And Weaver's flashing signs to... Who was the third base coach on the 71 Orioles? Was it? It wasn't Ripken. I can't remember. Yeah, fill it in the comments if you remember. The pitch to Palmer, he's going to bunt. It's bunted to Rodriguez. He's up with it and throws to McAuliffe covering first. That will retire Palmer on a 5-4 sacrifice as Belanger moves to second base with 2 outs. And now it's the top of the order with Buford. Chance for the Orioles to get another run. Lolich the stretch, and the delivery is a batter result. It's a 12 for Buford. It's a power check for Don Buford. Don Buford's power is a B, and that's going to go to left and deep. Back goes Horton to the track, to the wall, and it's gone. A 2-run bomb for Don Buford. And it's now 4-0 Baltimore in the top of the second. Blair, 0 for 1. 2 outs, nobody aboard. It's a defense check. This is hit in the air to left field. That's Willie Horton country. He's going to put this one away, and does. For out number 3, but the Orioles get 2 more runs on a hit. They don't leave anybody. And after 1.5, it's 4-0 Baltimore. So Palmer has a nice 4-run cushion. It's freehand cash. And Horton, righty, lefty, righty against Palmer in inning number 2. Freehand is a B batter. Palmer's control letter is a B. And Hayes strikes out Freehand for his first K on the day. 1 gone in the second. Now it's Cash. A veteran Tiger first baseman. That's also a control number. Palmer's control is a B. And it's a 5. Hayes struck him out on a bender. 2 gone in the second. And now Horton. Willie Horton. Power hitting a left fielder. It's a 7. That's a batter result for Horton. He drops to a D against right-handed pitching. It's hit on the ground to Brooks Robinson. Brooks to his left. Up with it. Fires to Boog Powell, and that will retire the Tigers in inning number 2. 6 up, 6 down for Palmer so far. We go to the third. It's 4-0 Baltimore. Frank Robinson, Boog Powell, and Brooks Robinson up in inning number 3 for the Orioles. 3, 4, 5 hitters. Lolich winds and delivers. Batter result. Robinson is a B. That's hit to left and deep. Horton retreating. Horton to the wall, and it is gone. Another home run for Baltimore. Buford with a 2-run shot in the second. Now Robinson with a solo shot in the third. So Lolich will drop a letter grade in effectiveness. And I'm going to put that right here to remind myself. So Boog Powell is up. 5-0 Baltimore, top of the third. Powell 1 for 1 on the day. The pitch to Boog is a batter result on the C column. Boog drops to a C. And this is hit on the ground to Norm Cash. He's going to feed Lolich covering the bag, and he does for the first out in the third. 5-0 Orioles. Brooks Robinson coming up. 1 for 1 with a pair of ribbies on the day. The pitch to him, batter result on Lolich. Brooks Robinson's a B. This is hit on the ground to Dick McAuliffe to his left. He throws to Cash. And that will retire the Baltimore third baseman. And here comes Davy Johnson with nobody out. Nobody on and 2 out in the third. Pitch to Davy. Control check for Lolich. Lolich is an A, but he lost him. He walks the future Mets manager, Davy Johnson, and there's a base runner with 2 outs for Baltimore. Here's Etchebarren. The right-handed hitting half of the catching platoon for Earl Weaver in 71. That is a defensive check. Hit on the ground to Dick McAuliffe. McAuliffe is a C defender. And a 2. He's up with it. And throws to Cash to retire the side in the third. But the Orioles score again. And after 2.5, they have a 5-0 lead over Detroit. Palmer will face Rodriguez, Brinkman, and Lolich, the bottom third of the Tiger order in inning number 3. Here's Aurelio. That's a batter result on Palmer. So Rodriguez is a C. He drops to a D. This is hit in the air to center field. Blair into left center a few steps. And he puts it away for out number 1. Now it's Brinkman, also a C batter. The MVP, as I told you, from the words of Billy Martin, even though Brinkman only hit 201 in 1972. The pitch to Brinkman is an 11 on Palmer's card. That's a 12. Now Brinkman drops to a D, so that's going to be a power check on Eddie Brinkman. Brinkman's power is a C. That is a 12, and Brinkman goes to right and deep. Frank Robinson to the wall, and it's gone off of the right field foul pole. Ed Brinkman takes Palmer the other way with power, and it's a 5-1 game now. With Baltimore still in the lead, here comes Lolich, breathing a little easier with a run under his belt. The pitch from Palmer is a 12. Batter result. Lolich is a D. That's hit in the air to center field. Here comes Paul Blair in a few steps, and he puts it away for out number 2. Now it's McAuliffe leading off top of the order. 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. The pitch to Dick McAuliffe, struck him out, and Palmer gets his 3rd strikeout, but gives up his first run on 1 hit. They don't leave anybody. After 3 complete, it's 5-1. It's 5-1 Baltimore. 71 Orioles over the 72 Tigers so far in this one. Belanger, Palmer, and Buford up in the top of the 4th against Lolich. Pitch from Mickey to Mark is a batter result. Belanger is a B. This is trouble. This is a power check on Belanger. He is a C for power, and this is going to be laced into the left center field gap between Northrup and Horton. Belanger around first. He's going to go to second on a leadoff double in the 4th. Here's Palmer up. That's going to get action going in the Tiger bullpen. We're in the 4th inning. And it's going to be Chris Zachary, a right-hander, starting to throw. Palmer up. Lolich the stretch. And the delivery, Palmer's going to lay down a bunt. Right back to Mickey. He's going to go to McAuliffe covering first as Belanger moves to 3rd with 1 out. And now it's Buford with another runner 90 feet away for the Orioles. Buford homered in the 2nd. He's 1 for 2 today. Lolich the stretch. And the delivery is a 5. That is a batter result. Buford is an A. Yes, he is. This is hit in the air to right field. Kaline is under it, lining up his throw. Belanger's going to tag. Here comes Mark. The throw from Kaline to Freehand is on a line, but late. And Buford hits a sac fly to bring in run number 6 for Baltimore. That's going to drop Lolich to a D. And now it'll be Paul Blair with 2 outs in the 4th. 6-1 Baltimore. Blair's 0 for 2. Pitch to Paul is a batter result on a D. Blair is a B batter, and that's a 6. Hit in the air to right field. Kaline's going to come in for this one a few steps, and he puts it away for out number 3. So the Orioles get another run. On a hit, play some small ball, and get that run across. After 3.5, it's 6-1 Orioles, and Kaline, Northrup, and Freehand coming up in the bottom of the 4th for Detroit. Kaline, righty-ready matchup with Palmer, the pitch. Palmer, a defense check. A 12 is hit to center field. This is Paul Blair. The 9 is Blair's going to be a B defender. That's going to be an out. And there's 1 gone in the Tiger 4th. Here's Jim Northrup. 0 for 1 for the Tiger center fielder. Hey, struck him out looking at a Palmer bender. 4 strikeouts for the Orioles right-hander that they called Cakes, and I'd like some explanations on that. He really ate a lot of pancakes? Is that the best we're going to be able to do? Come on, Baltimore. You're better than that. Freehand is a batter result check. It's a, for Freehand, he is a B, drops to a C against Palmer. Hit high but not deep to left field, and that's Don Buford under it and puts it away for out number 3. After 4, it's Baltimore 6 and Detroit 1. Frank Robinson, Boog Powell, and Brooks Robinson, righty, lefty, righty against Lolich in the 5th. Chris Zachary is ready in the Detroit bullpen. The pitch to Frank Robinson is a defense check. That's hit to left field, and this is trouble. Willie Horton is an A defender, but clank off his glove. It's going to be a 1-base error on the Tiger left fielder. That is the second Tiger error of the day. Robinson is on first. And here comes Boog Powell. Might be Lolich's last batter. Chris Zachary is throwing harder in the bullpen. 1 for 2 for Powell on the day. The pitch from Lolich is a batter result. Powell drops from a B to a C. It's hit on the ground to Brinkman. Brinkman goes to McAuliffe for 1. And the relay to Cash is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 6-4-3 double play turned by Detroit. There's 2 outs in the 5th now. And Lolich gets to face another batter. It's Brooks Robinson at 1 for 2 for the day. The pitch to Brooks is a batter result. Robinson is a B. That's a 10. That's a base hit to center field. Drops in front of Jim Northrup. Here comes Davy Johnson at 0 for 1 with a walk on his day. Top of the 5th, 6-1, Baltimore. Pitch to Johnson. It's a batter result check. Johnson is a B, and that's a base hit. Going to go to right field. Brooks Robinson around second. He's heading for third. Kaline's throw will come into second base. Johnson stops at first, and now it's Etchebarren. And here comes Billy Martin. He has seen enough of Mickey Lolich for one day. So it's going to be Chris Zachary. He will come on in the top of the 5th. He'll bat in the 9 spot in the order. His fatigue is 2. His rating is an A pitcher. He has C control. And he's an A defender. So he comes in now to face Etchebarren. That'll knock Andy down a letter grade to a C, as it is a righty-righty matchup. Pitch to Andy Etchebarren. That is a batter result. And it's hit on the ground to Aurelio Rodriguez. He's going to go the short way to McAuliffe to retire Baltimore in inning number 5. So they threaten but do not score for the first time in the game. After 4.5, we're halfway through, and it is Baltimore 6, Detroit 1 at Tiger Stadium. So Palmer now has a 5-run cushion and a half a game to go. Cash, Horton, and Rodriguez, lefty, righty, righty, for the Tigers in inning number 5. Norm Cash is 0 for 1. 6 is a defense check. That's hit back to Palmer. Jim gloves it. Whirls, hurries his throw, and it's in the dirt. Boog Powell can't dig it out, and we got an E1. Cash is safe on the error at first base by Jim Palmer. Now it's Horton. Tigers desperate to put something together. Horton 0 for 1. The pitch to Willie. That's a control check. A 2. Hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. 5 strikeouts for Palmer now. 1 gone in the 5th, and here comes Aurelio Rodriguez, the Tiger third baseman. The pitch to Aurelio is a defense check. That is back to Palmer. Jim gloves it, whirls, and fires to Belanger for one. The relay to Boog Powell is in time for a 1-6-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing, inning-ending double play turned by Baltimore. So the Tigers' only hit is the Brinkman homer in the third inning. Palmer's gone 5 innings. He's walked no one. He's struck out 5. He's allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 home run. And we go to the 6th. Chris Zachary back out for Detroit. It'll be Belanger, Palmer, and Buford, 8-9-1 for Baltimore. Belanger's 1 for 2, but he has scored twice. Zachary, a batter result. Belanger is a C. This is hit on the ground to McAuliffe. He gloves it and throws to Cash for out number 1. Now it's Palmer. Zachary winds and delivers. It's a control check, and it's a cardinal sin. It's a walk. He walks the pitcher with 1 out in the 6th. Buford coming up. That's going to get action going in the Tiger bullpen. Fred Sherman starts to throw. 6 is a defense check. 10 is hit to McAuliffe. McAuliffe is a C defender. That's a 4. McAuliffe goes to Brinkman for 1. The relay to Cash is not in time. Palmer's retired 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Buford is safe at first, and with 2 outs now, it'll be Blair coming to the plate. Paul is 0 for 3. Pitch to him. Batter check. Blair is a B, drops to a C against Zachary. And it's chopped on the infield off Zachary's glove. Rolling toward McAuliffe. Everybody's going to be safe. Blair has an infield hit. 2 on with 2 outs now for Frank Robinson. Sherman looks like he's close to ready in the bullpen. In case Robinson reaches, it'll be very likely Sherman to face Boog Powell. Pitch. That's a batter result. Robinson drops to a C against Zachary. He hits it in the air to left. Willie Horton coming on and makes the catch to retire Baltimore. So even when Baltimore doesn't score, they put a couple guys on. On 1 hit, they leave 2 after 5.5. Baltimore leads 6-1. Now it's Brinkman, Zachary, or a pinch hitter, and then McAuliffe against Palmer. Bottom of the 6th. Brinkman 1 for 1. He hit the aforementioned home run. A 5 is a defense check. This is hit to left field. Don Buford coming on and makes the catch for out number 1 in the bottom of the 6th. And it's going to be pinch hit time for Chris Zachary. He went an inning and a third. I didn't give you Lolich's numbers. I should do that. Zachary went an inning and a third, allowed a hit and a walk, and that's it. For the Tigers, they're going to go to Gates Brown and his band of renown here in the 6th inning to pinch hit. Brown is a C batter and a left-handed batter, so he won't be affected by Palmer. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 6th. There we go. There's Gates. And the pitch is a batter result check for Palmer. Brown is a C. That's hit on the ground to Boog Powell. He feeds Palmer covering the base. And there's 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Dick McAuliffe comes to the plate. He's a B batter with 2 outs and nobody on. Pitch to Dick is a defense check for Palmer. That is hit on the ground to Belanger. Mark is up with it and fires to Powell, and that will retire Detroit. In the 6th, Palmer dominant today. In a battle of 70s Titans, Lolich and Palmer. Palmer is certainly having the better of it. He's up 6-1 after 6 innings. Now it's Powell, Brooks Robinson, and Dave Johnson up. For Baltimore in the 7th, Fred Sherman is on. He was a left-hander, and he is a fatigue of 2 with a rating of C, control of C as well. And his first batter to face will be Boog Powell. Powell is 1 for 3. Lefty-lefty matchup drops Boog to a C rating. Sherman winds and delivers. That's a 4. Defense check. That's hit to right field, and Al Kaline is under it in plenty of time for out number 1. Now it's Brooks Robinson. Robinson is a B batter. The pitch from Sherman is a control check, and hey, struck him out looking. Broccoli cauliflower medley. Some gas from Fred Sherman. That's right. Davy Johnson up now. He's a B. He's 1 for 2. Pitch is a batter result check. The 4 for Johnson is a B. That's hit in the air to left. Willie Horton back a few steps, but he's got room. And he puts it away for out number 3. That does the 7th. Now we go to stretch 'em out in Detroit with the score. Baltimore 6, Detroit 1. Kaline, Northrop, and Freehand to face Palmer in the bottom of the 7th. He is throwing a 1-hitter. He's made 2 mistakes in the game. The home run to Brinkman here and the error that he committed in the 5th. That's it. It's a batter check for Palmer's card. Kaline drops to a B against the Orioles right-hander, and that's a base hit for Mr. Tiger. Second hit of the game for Detroit. Billy Martin claps in the dugout in hopes of spurring his men on to a rally this inning. Northrop up. Northrop's a B. Palmer the stretch and the delivery. It's a 6. That's a defense check. A 2 is the catcher. That's Etchebarren. Etchebarren is a B defender. And he fumbles the ball. Northrop's going to reach on the E2. Earl Weaver reaches for the Chesterfields. And the Tigers have 2 on with nobody out in the 7th. Freehand is 0 for 2 coming to the plate now. He drops to a C against Palmer. Palmer in his first legitimate jam. Palmer the stretch and the delivery to Big Bill is a batter result check. Freehand's a C. This is hit in the air to right field. High but not deep. But Kaline is tagging. Frank Robinson makes the catch. Kaline tags. The throw comes into second base to hold Northrop at first. Kaline goes to third, tags up and goes to third. There's Tigers at the corners now with 1 out for Cash. Horton is on deck. Norm is 0 for 2 today. The pitch is a batter result. Cash is a B. This is hit on the ground to Brooks Robinson. He gloves it to his left, fires to Davy Johnson for 1. The relay to Boog Powell is in time for an around the horn 5-4-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned by Baltimore. Their second of the day, and that ends the Tigers' 7th. Billy Martin is going to excuse himself now to wipe out a whole bank of lights in the Tiger runway to the clubhouse with a baseball bat. He's picked out his favorite Adirondack, and he's going to go to town on those light bulbs. Now it's Etchebarren, Belanger, and Palmer against Fred Sherman. We're in the top of the 8th at 6-1 Baltimore. The pitch from Sherman is a batter result. And 11 for Etchebarren is a power check. Andy Etchebarren has B power. This is hit in the air to left and deep. That's going to drive Horton back. And it's gone. A solo shot for Andy Etchebarren. Even Earl doesn't believe that one. It is now 7-1 Baltimore, and Belanger will come to the plate with nobody on and nobody out. Sherman winds and delivers to the Orioles shortstop. It's a batter result. Belanger's a B. Hit in the air to right, slicing away from K-line, but he makes the catch. 1 down. Here comes Palmer. He's apparently going to continue pitching. He's got 2 bunts and a walk on the day. The pitch is a batter result check. That's a 4. Palmer hits it on the ground to McAuliffe. Dick is up with it and throws to Norm Cash for 2 outs in the 8th. And now Don Buford, 1 for 3. Pitch to Buford is a control check. 6. He's a C. And he loses Buford on the walk. Sherman walks Buford, and now it'll be Blair. 7-1 Baltimore. We're in the top of the 8th. 2 outs. Buford at first. Blair is 1 for 4 today. The pitch to the Tiger center fielder. It's a defense check. Tapped out in front of the plate. Sherman comes in and gloves it. He throws to Cash, and that will retire Baltimore in the 8th, but they add another run on a home run by Andy Etchebarren. Bottom of the 8th coming. It's Baltimore 7, Detroit 1. Palmer will continue, but he's going to drop a letter grade in effectiveness. I'm going to mark that right there. That's what I do to remind myself. Horton, no sign of a who. But he's going to bat against Palmer 0 for 2 today. The pitch from Jim is a batter result. Horton is a C who drops to a D against Palmer. It's hit on the ground to Davy Johnson. He's up with it and throws to Powell for out number 1. Aurelio Rodriguez is 0 for 2. It's an 8. That's a batter result check. Aurelio is a D against a right-hander. It's hit on the ground to Belanger. Marks up with it and throws to Boog Powell for out number 2. And here comes Brinkman, who does have one of the 2 Tiger hits so far. A home run in the 3rd that accounts for all of Detroit's score at the pitch. It's a batter result check, and it's going to be a power check for Brinkman down the left field line this time. Buford is retreating, but Brinkman, it's off the wall. It's off the wall. Buford collects it and fires it back in, but Brinkman's got a 2-out double. That is going to bring on a Tiger pinch hitter, a man by the name of Duke Sims, a late season 1972 acquisition who played a big role for that team down the stretch. And he's going to pinch hit for Fred Sherman. Sims is an A hitter with B power. Palmer, the stretch, checks Brinkman. You can't stop at Brinkman. You can only hope to contain him, really. Palmer, the stretch, and the pitch to Sims is a control check for the Tiger, or for the Oriole right-hander. That's a 10. Palmer's control is a B. He walks him. He walks the Tiger pinch hitter. There's 2 on now. A long one by McAuliffe, and we got something interesting. The Orioles bullpen is going to get going now. And that's going to be Eddie Watt and Grant Jackson starting to throw for manager Earl Weaver. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Palmer may be tiring. McAuliffe is 0 for 3. The pitch from Palmer is a batter check. That's an 11. McAuliffe swings and hits it on the ground to Brooks Robinson. Brooks Robinson is going to take it himself to third base, step on the bag, and end the Tiger 8th. After 8 complete, it's Baltimore 7, Detroit, as Mike Ditka would say, just 1. We go to the 9th. We need a new Tiger pitcher, and they are going to go with who? They're going to go why not? They're going to go with John Hiller. Give him an inning. Hiller will bat in the number 9 spot in the order. Coming off of a heart attack the season before, he is a fatigue of 2. He's an A pitcher with B control. And a left-hander who will be facing the meat of the Orioles order, Robinson, Powell, Robinson, Powell, and Robinson. Righty, lefty, righty, and the Orioles 9th. They're up 7-1. So Hiller getting an inning of work. The pitch is a 9. That's a batter result check. Robinson, Frank, that is hitting it to left field. Willie Horton in his tracks puts it away for out number 1. Boog Powell, 1 for 4. Pitch to Boog. It's a control check for Hiller. He has B control, and that's going to be ball 4. He walks the lefty. So he gets the righty and walks the lefty. Now it's Brooks Robinson, who's 2 for 4 with a pair of ribbies today. Nice day for Brooks. He's also started the double play. The pitch. That's a batter result for Hiller. Robinson is a B. This is hit on the ground to Aurelio Rodriguez. He fires to McAuliffe for 1. The relay to Cash is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 5-4-3 double play turned by Detroit. Had a bunch of them in the game here. I guess that's the first one for Detroit. No, it's the second one for Detroit. Powell hit into 1 in the 5th. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 9th. Palmer's going to try and do a complete game on opening day. He drops to a C, and it will be Kaline, Northrup, and Freehand, 2, 3, 4 hitters for Detroit, as Billy Martin urges his team to press on. Kaline 1 for 3. Palmer is down to a C. The pitch. A 7 is a batter check. Kaline drops to a B against the right-hander. It's hit on the ground to Mark Belanger. He's up with it and throws to Boog Powell for out number 1. Now it's Jim Northrup, who's at 0 for 3 in the game. Pitch is a batter result check. Northrup is a B, I believe. Yes, he is. This is hit on the ground. He pulls it toward Boog Powell. Boog to his right, gloves it, and feeds Palmer, covering for out number 2. And it's now the last chance saloon for Detroit as Bill Freehand steps into the box. He is 0 for 3. It's a batter check. Freehand is a C against Palmer. That's hit on the ground to Brooks Robinson. Brooks to his right. Plants, throws to Powell, and that is your ball game. A 7-1 Baltimore, 71 Baltimore victory. See what I did there? 7-1, 71. Okay, give you the totals. For Baltimore, 7 runs, 10 hits, and they committed just 2 errors. 1 by Etchebarren and 1 by Palmer. Detroit, well, kind of ugly. Just 1 run on 3 hits. Palmer, an opening day 3-hitter, and they committed 2 errors themselves. The winning pitcher is Jim Palmer. He is 1-0, as you might guess, on opening day. The loser, Mickey Lolich, 0-1, as you might guess, on an opening day. Hey, it's been fun. This is Pocket Pennant Run. Check out the game at the website that I put on the description for the video. Hope you have a great day, my friends. Thank you for being with me. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.